I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Now, people tend to go towards the business model or the niche that they are exposed to or that they're aware of. When I went to the United States at the age of 16, I started pressure washing basketball courts, cleaning toilets, working at restaurants, but I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So the first kind of mindset of entrepreneurs is like, you know what, let me maybe start a restaurant. That was my thing, right? Like, let me start a restaurant. Then I started researching it. You know, restaurants operate on 1% margins. A lot of them close down within 2 years. Every single day you have a new churn of customers. So every single day customers have expectations of perfection, right? Which is really hard to maintain. You have food, you have inventory, you have employees, all these things. I'm like, bro, there needs to be a better way for entrepreneurship.
They're hard businesses to run.
Super hard. Passion project for sure, but very difficult. While I was waiting tables, you know, somebody came up to me, one of the fellow servers, and they're like, hey, like, you know, I've been trading stocks. I made $14,000 this last month. Because you see it as one for one. The big fallacy and the big scam of the dollar is that $1 actually equals $1 of purchasing power when it doesn't. From 1971 to today, the dollar's lost 99% of its purchasing power, even though it's all still denominated at 1 unit. It should be denominated at 1 penny for the dollar that it was. But they don't do that, right? Because that's the scam. So if you were holding $10,000 10 years ago and you wanted to spend it 10 years ago versus spending it today, you would be able to buy less things. Why? Because they're stealing from you. They're stealing your time, your energy, your attention through currency. So your job is to find an alternative vehicle to preserve your money, to multiply your money, and to preserve it long term. That's why Michael Saylor is bullish on Bitcoin.
And do you have that belief? Is that your belief as well?
Absolutely.
Bitcoin?
Well, Bitcoin is one of these ecosystems. Yeah. It's not the end all be all. It just happens to be the monolithic father that has the brand, the IP, the reputation, the network state to validate
the decentralization.
It's 2017 rolls around and I get introduced to social media marketing, e-commerce, Facebook ads, and that's how I start my business. 2019 rolls around, I get fully into crypto after the 2018 bull market.
Of course.
I do 160x return, lose it all. I fell into the hodl, you know.
How did you deal with that? I mean, that's a crazy amount of money to make and lose in such a small period.
It was very simple. I was super high convicted about crypto. I said I need to make more money because remember, 2016 rolled around. I came into crypto with $3,000 from a credit card. Yeah. Right. So I was like, I need to reposition myself the next bull run to do extremely well, which thankfully was a couple $1 million because I did well in e-commerce during COVID. So I dumped all of my money into ETH, into XRP, ADA, Tron, in the bear market dump of, I think it was March, COVID, was buying Ethereum for like $100. So I did a 40x.